Acts of Kindness Stories presents a true tale of courage and compassion that will warm your heart. On a stormy night, while relentless rain pounded the quiet suburban streets and fierce winds rattled the windows of a modest home, 5-year-old Lucas was busy building a small block tower. As the tempest raged outside, his keen ears picked up a faint, pained whimper that wasn't just the wind. Venturing to the window with wide, determined eyes, he saw a battered German shepherd lying in the driveway, a dog with a twisted, broken leg and eyes filled with suffering. Lucas's gentle heart couldn't ignore the silent plea for help. Despite the chilly rain and the chaos of the storm, his small voice broke through the din, insisting, "We have to help him." This single, brave moment set in motion a chain of events that would challenge indifference, test family bonds, and ultimately remind everyone that even in the darkest moments, compassion can light the way. Stay with us as we unfold this remarkable story of a young boy's unwavering kindness and the healing power of love. The storm was far from over as Sarah's heart pounded in her chest. Outside, relentless sheets of rain blurred the world, yet through the downpour, young Lucas's eyes fixed on a small figure in the driveway, a wounded German shepherd, its once proud coat now matted with mud and streaked with blood. The dog's right front leg lay at a cruel angle, evidence of a recent, deliberate injury. Despite the cold wind and chaos of the tempest, Lucas's soft, unwavering voice insisted, "We have to help him." That single declaration left no room for hesitation. With Lucas's earnest plea echoing in her mind, Sarah grabbed a thick blanket and stepped out into the rain. Every step was a battle against the gusts that threatened to sweep her away, yet she pressed on, determined to rescue the injured animal. Under the dim glow of the porch light, she finally found him, an animal whose soulful eyes met hers, pleading for care. Even as the wind howled and thunder rumbled overhead, Sarah gently wrapped the dog in the blanket and attempted to lift him, all the while aware of the immense weight and fragility of his injured leg. Inside the modest home, Lucas's small hands clutched the window sill, his gaze never leaving the scene outside. His expression, a blend of worry and resolute compassion, communicated a wisdom beyond his years. "He's hurt really bad," Lucas said, his voice quiet but firm. Yet as Sarah reached for her phone to call for veterinary assistance, a series of disheartening rejections began to surface. Neighbors peered from behind their curtains, one after another dismissing the plea for help. A gruff voice from the driveway muttered concerns about stray animals and potential danger, leaving Sarah with a bitter taste of isolation. The refusal of those closest to them only intensified the urgency and purity of Lucas's resolve. Unwilling to wait for official help that the raging storm had delayed, Sarah and Lucas took matters into their own hands. With trembling determination, Sarah secured the injured dog, whom Lucas would later call Max, and brought him into their home. The living room soon became a makeshift sanctuary where, despite the chaos outside, every gentle touch and whispered word conveyed hope. Lucas's soft murmurs reassured Max, as if communicating that they were his safe haven. "You're safe now," Lucas assured him, his small fingers stroking the dog's matted fur with the tenderness of someone who truly understood pain and the need for kindness. Yet as the hours ticked by, the storm's fury was not the only threat. A knock at the door shattered the fragile calm. A neighbor, hesitant and fearful, offered nothing more than a dismissive warning about risks, leaving Sarah dismayed by the lack of community support. With each refusal, the bond between Lucas and Max grew stronger, an unspoken promise that, in the face of cruelty and neglect, compassion would prevail. Even when a car's headlights revealed a shadowy figure lurking by the back door, the two remained steadfast. Max, despite his broken leg and evident suffering, seemed to sense an impending danger, his low, guttural growls a warning that resonated in the stillness of the house. Inside, tension mingled with the relentless patter of rain against the windows. Sarah's phone buzzed with frantic messages and calls from uncertain acquaintances, each one adding to the mounting pressure. But nothing could deter Lucas. His eyes shone with a fierce determination, and his words, though few, carried a message of hope and loyalty. "Max came to help us," he said, as if the dog had chosen them for a purpose beyond the simple need for shelter. The very idea of a mysterious connection, one that allowed Lucas to hear comforting messages through images and feelings, seemed extraordinary, yet deeply real in that moment. As the night deepened, the story took an unexpected turn. Amidst the ongoing storm, an ominous presence began circling the property. The first sign was subtle, a series of muffled footsteps outside, accompanied by the unmistakable sound of a doorknob turning. A neighbor's call for help was lost in the tumult, replaced by the chilling realization that someone was trying to force their way into the safety of the home. Sarah's pulse raced as she clutched her phone, desperately trying to contact the authorities. Lucas, standing close by with eyes wide in both fear and determination, repeated softly, "He's the bad man," as if recounting details from a secret only he could understand. Within minutes, a patrol car arrived, its flashing lights a beacon of temporary security. Yet even as uniformed officers conducted a hurried search of the property, unsettling clues began to emerge. Witnesses spoke of a missing man, a retired officer once known for his integrity, whose absence now cast a long shadow over the unfolding events. The revelation struck Sarah hard. Max, the injured dog, bore the unmistakable mark of a past marred by cruelty. A microchip scan confirmed the unthinkable. Max was no stray, but the loyal companion of a man who had once been a dedicated police officer. His wounds, it appeared, were not the result of an accident but a deliberate act of malice. In hushed tones and with eyes brimming with unspoken questions, the officers pieced together the narrative. As Lucas recounted fragments of his experience, of a bad man with a striking ring and a scent that he remembered from his father's cologne, the evidence grew, linking the mysterious intruder to a man whose betrayal had shattered lives in the past. While the police pieced together the case, Sarah's inner turmoil deepened. Every moment felt surreal. The relentless storm outside, the echoes of Lucas's quiet heroism, and Max's resilient, soulful eyes that seemed to plead for justice. Throughout these harrowing hours, Lucas never wavered. Even as the threat loomed, his connection with Max offered solace and a promise of protection. In whispered conversations meant only for each other, Lucas spoke of a shared language, one that transcended words and was rooted in mutual understanding and silent support. The boy's simple, earnest belief that the dog had told him its name and warned of impending danger was a constant reminder of the extraordinary bond that had formed between them. It was a bond that, in its purest form, defied conventional explanation and resonated deeply with anyone who believed in the power of empathy and love. As the night wore on and the storm slowly subsided into a steady, melancholic drizzle, Sarah and Lucas faced the uncertain future together. The authorities assured them that the threat was being pursued, yet the emotional toll was undeniable. Max, despite his injuries, remained a silent guardian. His watchful presence a steadfast reassurance that even in the darkest times, there is a reason to believe in goodness. Every small act of care, the gentle bandaging of wounds, the comforting words spoken in the quiet moments, and the resolute determination to keep each other safe, wove a tapestry of courage and compassion that would leave an indelible mark on their lives. In this unfolding drama, the storm had brought more than just destruction. It had revealed the profound truth that sometimes, in the midst of life's fiercest tempests, the smallest acts of kindness can spark a beacon of hope. Sarah and Lucas, bound by an unbreakable connection with Max, embraced the challenges ahead with an unwavering belief that their shared compassion was their greatest strength. And as each passing moment reaffirmed their resolve, the story of that fateful night continued to serve as a powerful reminder that in the face of adversity, courage, empathy, and the willingness to help those in need can transform lives forever. As dawn broke after that unforgettable storm, a calm hope slowly filled the Wilson home. In the gentle light of morning, Lucas, Sarah, and loyal Max embraced a new beginning, a life where every shared smile and caring gesture reaffirmed that love and compassion can triumph over even the darkest challenges. Their journey, born from a single act of kindness in a stormy night, became a powerful testament to the strength of a caring heart. Each day, as they rebuilt their lives together, they discovered that courage wasn't just found in grand gestures but in the small, steadfast moments of empathy and determination. Neighbors, once distant and doubtful, began to see the impact of kindness, And slowly the community learned that reaching out to help someone in need creates ripples of hope that can transform lives. If this story has touched your heart and reminded you of the power of compassion, please take a moment to like this video, share it with friends and family, and comment below with your own experiences of kindness. And don't forget to subscribe to Acts of Kindness Stories. We're on a mission to reach 10,000 subscribers so we can keep spreading these uplifting messages and inspiring more acts of care around the world. Thank you for being part of this journey, and remember, together our smallest acts of love can light up the world.